Recently, there has been a healing of a schism within the church. We have been notified in the news that the Serbian Patriarchate, the Synod, has accepted the Macedonian church, which has been in schism for many decades, back into the fold of its church. I'm going to read here from the article posted on Orthodox Christianity. And it says here that the hierarchs of the Serbian Orthodox Church gathered in the Bishops' Council in Sremski Karlovski, and it resolved to receive the previously schismatic Macedonian Orthodox Church, Orchid Archbishopric, back into communion. According to the Serbian Council statement, the hierarchs of the Macedonian Church were willing to accept the previously canonical status as an autonomous body within the Serbian Patriarchate, and thus are granted the full internal independence originally granted in 1959. This joyous decision comes just a week after the Synod of the Patriarch of Constantinople resolved to enter into communion with the Macedonian Church. A few days before that, it was revealed that a Serbian church delegation had held very fruitful talk with the Macedonian church delegation. So the church and the Macedonian church is now going to be recognized as an autonomous diocese, autonomous part of the Serbian church. This is similar to what the canonical Ukrainian church in Kiev under Metropolitan Nufri is, where they have a status where they can run the day-to-day business, so to speak, the running of the church administration on an autonomous level, on a self-ruling level, but with still keeping a distant but important connection with their mother church, in this case, the Serbian church. Continuing on the article, it says, the interpretation of the liturgical and canonical communion caused by the Macedonian Church's 1967 schism is ended, and full liturgical and canonical communion is established. The Macedonian Church has an estimated 2 million members. The Serbian Church will continue the dialogue to fully determine the future and eventual final status of dioceses within North Macedonia. Guided only and exclusively by ecclesiological, canonical, and church pastoral principles, criteria, and norms, not caring about real political or geopolitical or church political norms. And while the Synod of Constantinople stipulated that the Macedonian Church must be known as the Orchid Archbishopric, the Serbian Council of Bishops state that the official name will be resolved in direct fraternal dialogue with the Greek and other local churches. Additionally, while the Synod of Constantinople stipulates that the Macedonian Church only has the jurisdiction within the state of North Macedonia, the Serbian hierarchs state that they have no intention of limiting its jurisdiction in the diaspora. The Macedonian Church already has established dioceses in North America, Europe, and Australia. In its earlier letter to the Serbian hierarchs, the Macedonian Synod expressed hope that other local churches would recognize its return to the Serbian Church. Representatives of the Bulgarian, Russian, and Ukrainian churches expressed reservations about the resolution of Constantinople, saying it remained to be seen how the Serbian Church would respond. However, following today's decision from the Serbian hierarchs, Archpriest Nikolai Balshov, the deputy head of the Russian Church's Department of External Church Relations, told the press the Russian Church welcomes its decisions. So, what we see today that's happening in the church is a reconciliation between two estranged churches. The Macedonian Church is now in full communion with the Serbian Church. Earlier, the Church of the Patriarch of Constantinople had recognized and entered back into communion. It seems like the Serbian and ecumenical patriarchs disagree on exactly how that'll look, but full communion has been restored nonetheless, and the churches within North America, Australia, and Europe will be part of the Serbian Church autonomously. So glory to God. May further developments of positivity and reuniting of schismatic and churches that have dissensions among it continue in the future. Please, everyone, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the alert button so that you're notified when new videos come out. Leave a message down in the chat box if you would like to see any more news of this order on this channel. And God bless you all.